Good afternoon. We could have picked a better day, but that's okay. This is a wonderful, wonderful day. It marks the change of the entire city. This is going to be the center of the city. When Greg is done with this boulevard is going to be better than any promenade out there, and it's going to be here. I can't tell you how excited I am. It's been 15 years in the making. It's actually been 15 years in the talking, is really what was happening. For 15 years we talked about it until Ron Smith decided to do it. And that's really what happened. He got the city staff together and he said, let's quit talking and let's start doing. Isn't that what happened? And now we're actually doing it. We couldn't have picked a better builder. I've known Greg for 20 years now. Greg built my house 20 years ago. Actually, it was 16 years ago. And when he was finished, he gave me $40,000 back. He said he didn't spend it. Now, could you imagine a contractor that honest? I couldn't believe it. So when I heard they picked Greg, I knew we had the right guy.
Can I get that 40 back now?
Sometimes I think he can't believe he did it. But it's a true story. We got great local builders. We're putting a lot of people to work. It's going to be on time, under budget, and I know that we got the perfect guy to do it. And when it's done, we're going to have something we're all going to be incredibly proud of. Thank you for coming.
You know, they told me I'm supposed to say a little history of how this happened. This is May, short history. May about 7 years ago. We were I was chairman of the Planning Commission, and Ken Mann was on the Planning Commission with me, and we were at this institute about walkable America. I went to the seminar with Sylvia. Where's Sylvia? Sylvia was sitting next to me. And I said, you know what? I said, they're talking about downtowns, places to people get out, people to get together, to stop, to have fun, a destination. I said, we have Lancaster Boulevard. But one thing it is it's a stinking wind tunnel. You know, that's because what's in the middle of this? This is a 4-lane shortcut from 10th Street West to Sierra Highway. And I came back from the Institute. Well, we went out to this nice microbrew up in Monterey. Brian Ludicky, Ken Mann, and Sylvia and I said, you know what? We need to change Lancaster Boulevard. That was 7 years ago. And so we came back. We initiated on the Planning Commission. We got the council members involved. This has been a community effort since we lit the fuse. We started off with hiring, I think it was RBF at the time. They came and did some charrettes, started talking to the public. What would you like to see? It was a snowball effect. It started as a small snowball. Okay. Today we have an avalanche, and that's what's happening. And this is really, truly the day that it starts the transformation. We couldn't have done it without some fantastic staff. Heather Kennedy, the project manager here on this, without the creativeness, without people like her, without people like Josh Mann, who's bundled up over here, hiding behind Mark Chris.
Good place to hide.
Good wind block there. Without that creative staff that we've had in the past couple of years, we wouldn't have been able to get to where we are. I can tell you that the dream that we had for the Boulevard, it is 10 times more than I ever could have imagined as a destination. And that's because of Scott Ehrlich. Government can only open up the doors and facilitate. It takes independent person to donate, and also invest their money in the community. And Scott's invested a lot. That's the Artist Lofts, Lumley's Independent Film Theater, coming to downtown Lancaster with a bookstore and a coffee shop. Beck's opening up, the new art museum. You have the artist gallery. This is not going to just be a place where Antelope Valley comes. This will be a destination place for LA County to come. And it's just been fantastic. And we better get going here before you all blow away.
I'll keep my comments brief. I know we're all a little chilly. It is just a wonderful day to be in downtown Lancaster. we're really standing in what has been the center of the Antelope Valley for more than 100 years. And to see it being brought to its full glory with this revitalization effort is amazing. And on behalf of the 200 businesses of downtown Lancaster, we are thrilled to be able to partner with the city in terms of bringing downtown back to its full rightful place as the cultural, commercial, and community hub of this community. Thank you.
I was doing the math in my head while Josh was talking. If Greg Haynes gave $40,000 back on that job, if we just figure the percentage on this job, we're going to make a lot. This is really good. That's good. He's clapping too. That's good. Haynes really is a wonderful builder, and I could not be happier that we have a local guy who's doing this, who's putting local people to work. In keeping with the commitment to be a green energy builder, Haynes is going to utilize 5,000 tons of stockpile concrete that we've already stockpiled for the city to do this. It saves the city money and it reuses things too. And I think he didn't have to do that, but they decided to do that. And that's the kind of builder that we have on this job. What this boulevard is going to be transitioned into a Ramblas in the middle, which is a gathering spot on weekends. It could be parking during the week. We're going to have sidewalk cafes. We have everything you see on the sidewalks is going to be redone with beautiful pavers, street furniture, etc. But what this boulevard really means to a lot of us who have grown up here is this has always been the center. There are a lot of you who were born on Lancaster Boulevard. There are people in the hospital that used to be there. There are pioneers here, and it just didn't happen 50 years ago. Maria Elena from the Lemon Leaf is a pioneer. She opened a restaurant when most people wouldn't open a restaurant 3 years ago on this boulevard, and it's proven successful. This is the place people used to gather to shop. This is the place people used to gather to discuss politics. This is the place after church that you used to come. This is the place in the 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s where we used to cruise to get to know people, but it was all social. This is the center of the Antelope Valley, and it's going to be put back in its rightful place as the center of the Antelope Valley. I've already done my part. I've booked Bex for 2011 for the Paraclete Class of 76 reunion. So I have the first booking at Bex that's ever happened. You can tell we're all excited. I know it's windy. For any of the media, any of us will be available afterwards for questions. But community, give yourself a hand, because this took the entire boulevard to do this, in the downtown boulevard. There's too many of you to mention, but you're all part of this, and this is us. So thank you all for coming.